Draft sickos, it's Tyler Rucker of No Ceilings, and it's about that time. It's tape time, baby. We're back for another installment today. We're looking at Morez Johnson Jr., sophomore big man, his recent performance against Duke. You know what it is. Hit that music. All right, folks. Another tape time. Today we're looking at Morez Johnson, big man of Michigan. One name that I think is going to keep trending up and make himself a real staple in this draft this year. Here's Morez spotlighted at the top. And obviously this is a big game. Michigan-Duke, this was fantastic. If you haven't watched it, this is probably one of the top games of the year. Morez here, we're going to get, isolation, post-up opportunity on Cam Boozer, going to work. Tough, physical. Morez has been one of these guys. This Michigan team is fantastic. This game was awesome. You obviously Duke pulling it out, but Morez has kind of been one of these names that continues to make noise and rise up draft circles. And this is the type of player he is. He's tough. He's physical, sophomore. But you see where he gets it here. And Morez can go with anyone. Like, he's got this power, this strength. I love the patience, the poise to kind of survey. And then, that's going up against Cam Boozer. Everyone can kind of, make their points about Cam's defense, but still, that's just power against power. Great job and patience to kind of work to get to your spot. 2 points. All right, and then we get the showstopper, folks. So Morez up here, Cam Boozer on defense again. Going to get a little off-ball action, some motion here before Morez gets this handoff, on-ball screen, catch, adjust. Hello. I mean, that's the showstopper right there, folks. But this is the thing with Morez. He's so tough and powerful. When he gets a little momentum, he's got that sneaky athleticism. Yes, sneaky drink, folks. But you see, like, the great adjustment in the air, and then to finish with power, with Boozer going straight up, like, that's just fantastic. The most special thing about Morez and why teams are getting so excited about him is because of the defense ability. Now, this is a guy that, Michigan has potentially three first-round picks in Yaxel Lendenberg, Daimara. Yaxel might be one of the top ones, and this is the type of play why, like, good rotation over here to stop the drive from Cam Boozer, stays aware, help, woo, hello, get that out of here. But this is what Morez has been basically doing all year. He's one of these really talented defenders, kind of like a quarterback for this defense. A great job right here to stop that initial drive. Okay, let's readjust. Boozer kicks out. Isaiah Evans is going to drive. Look at Morez, where he is right now. He's still staying home on Malik Brown. Doesn't want this dump off potentially on this drive. Like, if he rotates over and helps too early, that's an easy 2 points on a pass. Stays. And then you love the timing and anticipation here. Volleyball spike. Get that out of here, sending a message. Now, why there's so much intrigue with Morez, and we get him spotlighted here right around the free throw line. This is, baseline out of bounds play, is because he hasn't shot it at high volume this year, but there's some intriguing touch with his shot. Like, he can step out and shoot a little bit. And you love to kind of see the game has continued to really take some strides. This is a guy last year that, was at Illinois, transferred to Michigan, but there's some long-term intrigue with like, hey, this could be a pick and pop threat. And you see, like, it's good foundation. It's consistent. He's shown some good touch from the free throw line. So I want to make sure to spotlight that. Like, that's something that's just starting to scratch the surface. There are going to be a lot of fun defensive clips, folks, but this might be one of my favorites of the whole game. So here we go. Morez again at the free throw line. Duke's going to run a little action here. Just keep your eye on Morez, how impressive this is. The attention to detail, the awareness, the timing. Comes down, gets that big block on Cam Boozer, fights for it. We're getting the ball back. This is just beautiful stuff. But I want to slow this down because when you watch his processing and time, this is where it's really special. Like, okay, that handoff stopped, hands up to prevent a pass. Good. And that's, that comes to Morez's physical profile. Want to slow that down. I want you to watch his head and his eyes. He's watching off ball right now. Trying to stay aware, trying to also keep an eye on where the ball is. This is an unbelievable timing pass for Duke. Like, Morez right now looks like he's out of this play. The awareness, he has to almost understand, like, oh, pass is coming. Look how quickly he adjusts and explodes to get down here. Great timing to stop that at the top. I mean, we'll play that quick one more time, but analyze, read the floor. Oh, adjust. It's great. Beautiful stuff. Because of it, We got the ball. This is just a simple little, set where Morez is going to get a little bunny here, but it's just again like we're showcasing the power, the strength up against Cam Boozer, 6'9", 6'10" at 250. Well, Morez is right there with them. Boozer does a great job of keeping his base, but Morez doesn't shy away, gets the bucket to go. All right, big time play here. Love this from Morez Johnson. So Duke's getting momentum. This one's getting like, oh man, it could get out of range right away. Like place is about to blow up. We need a bucket here. Morez spotlighted there, gets a little pocket pass, analyze, great kick back out to Elliot Cadeau. I just love the processing. And this is something with Morez that's so intriguing is there's so much versatility that you keep getting flashes of each game, some understanding, some good footwork. I love the jump stop there, the balance all right, I don't have anything, but that's a great little ball fake right there. Let me slow that down a little bit more. Morez gathers himself, gets Boozer to bite right there before throwing a beautiful bounce pass to Cadeau. That's gorgeous. Let's play that full speed. Gather, ball fake, dime, bucket. Big shot right there. Big play. All right, going a little out of order, but hey, I wanted to spotlight some defense because that's why teams are getting so excited about Morez moving forward and why he's going to, I think, be one of the first bigs off the board. I really do think he's making that much momentum. We spotlighted Morez. He's on the elbow there, comes down, kind of helps out on this. Just look at the activity. This is a guy that's around 6'9", 250, 260. This falls, that's a tough shot, but I just love when you slow this down and focus on Morez. Like, yeah, he's a lumbering giant, but he could move. Tommy Sar's up here. I love Morez coming down to help with that drive. Hands up. Look at the feet. Quickly closes out on Boozer to prevent that. Mara, it's just a slight second. That's a tough bucket, but that's a great defensive sequence. All right, this is probably my personal favorite clip of the entire game from Morez. Pat Ngongbo on the other side, just some context, just kind of had a good possession defensively against Morez. And this is like pretty much the following sequence. So we got Morez spotlighted here. I love the showcase here of the defense battling. Like next play up, okay, let me get him back. Morez is welcoming the challenge. Get up on him, apply pressure. Great job of keeping your hands up. That's a big time. There's a lot of stuff to love here. So immediately Pat's like, all right, now I'm going to go at you. I'm feeling good. Keeps a wall up. Doesn't let him get a lot of space. Like, look, we've taken 2 dribbles. We're basically started at the same spot. Morez is like, all right, I'm gonna apply pressure. Keeps that hand up because he knows Pat's passing ability. Like, keep yourself big. Prevent the lane. Pat tries to read it, drive. Look at Morez move his feet. Walls him off again. Because of it, we get 2 hands on the ball, strip. We're going the other way. That is just fantastic. This is just one that teams are going to love and just get giddy over in the film room. But it's just great walling off. Let me get up on him now, make life difficult, slide my feet, get back. Because of it, we're going the other way. Great play. All right, I had to showcase this one. This is obviously the controversial ending with the goaltending. I'm sure plenty have been very passionate about on the line, but everyone's focusing on the goaltend, and they didn't even see the guy defending the on-ball. Morez doing a great job of battling with Boozer there. Whatever, zebras. But I just love this showcase, and you can make an argument like, hey, Boozer still got close, but I think it's a great defensive sequence here from Morez of sliding his feet, showcasing that, if he does get switched on to, smaller guys, he can, in theory, move his feet and survive. But I love the, making life difficult here for Boozer. He stays right up in him. This would have been a tough shot. Obviously, we wish the goaltend wasn't called, but I love the sliding your feet. Let me write in that just a second. But notice when you get your hands up, when you're taught on defense, you want to get a body in them, but also get your hands off. Like right when you get a body on him, get your hands off. He maybe a little bit late, but love just walling off, staying vertical. Zebras are fun. But that's a great defensive sequence, I think, from Morez.